to attune and attunement and the breakdown of how one would attune and what is the actual pros and cons of attunement. So like whenever you do choose to attune, what is actually going on? You see what I'm saying? So this is the things that you could look into whenever you're watching this video. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna do a little music, then we're gonna get into the video. Hold up.
Life is priceless.
Vices. Life is priceless.
Vices, life is priceless. Mary Jane.
Only thing matter to me.
Bring back the world back
to the astrology. HOE, like solo ho. I bring it back now.
When I
win. Check it.
I don't really give a fuck.
I don't.
See, with
More than two, call it three. One eye wide when I keep too close. I don't need too many too close. This is no glucose, no sugar added, and it's all factors. Like we factions of masters, just like we mathematics.
Crash this, now
Craft this.
Fast, quick.
It's like mystical shifts. Yeah, I'm wicked like a wicked witch. Words to lead us in.
Reading Genesis, solo ho. Yeah, that's what it really
Be
goes
like.
They just flow
Like flow ride, it's flow ride. Flow ride, flow right. Light vices priceless.
Light is
Light vice
put a price
on my soul. Vice is priceless. Vice is priceless.
Try to put a
Price on my soul. Vice is priceless.
Try to put a price on my soul. Be smooth like it's Midas.
I'm like I'm Titus. XXX10, I never existed.
The Don said, like it's
On my mindset. My mindset.
no.
My mindset on vices. So yeah, that's that Vices Priceless. Ain't dropped yet, you dig what I'm saying? But yeah, that's a new little joint y'all ain't heard yet. But yeah, so to get into the video, attune, to make reception or aware. Make receptive or aware. Attunement is the action of becoming aware or receptive. So attune is a verb, which is an action or state of occurrence or being. Receptive or aware to make a circumstance more harmonious. So you only use attunement when it's actually meant to create a compromise, create something to actually bring a higher vibration to something, to elevate something. So if another thing is not receptive, or you're not able to make it receptive or aware of the actual circumstance, if one is closed-minded, you cannot attune them. You see what I'm saying? Or you cannot attune to them. It doesn't work vice versa if one is not receptive. So if one is not in the state of being able to attune, then one will not allow either party to participate in this energy. So this is like it has to be a both party on the same page kind of thing. Like both parties have to agree on what the other party has going on. You dig what I'm saying? So attune is a verb, which is an action or state of occurrence of being receptive or aware to make a circumstance harmonious. An action is a yang force. So whenever you take action, it's a masculine force. It's a pushing out force. While reaction is a yin force. So it's a within force. It's a receptive force. It's a feminine force. You dig what I'm saying? So to be attuned is more of that feminine energy, but to take that action of attunement or to attune oneself is that masculine energy. So, you know what I mean? So like if you're taking part in the attune energy, then you're taking an action. You know what I'm saying? So it's a masculine energy, no matter if you're masculine or feminine. Feminine. So let's get into being aware. Being aware is really what makes us expand as spirits as well as contract. Because one is aware how far one is expanded and realizes it's too far out, and it needs to contract. So that's why a spirit's awareness is really like another spiritual tool that I'm going to break down, but it's really one of the most important tools as well. Because if one cannot become aware, then one will be closed-minded and not be able to have these exterior thoughts or ulterior thoughts or these thoughts that aren't normal. You dig what I'm saying? Like one won't be able to actually achieve this higher echelon of thinking. You dig what I'm saying? Like if you're not able to be aware of what's going on around you, then you're actually not going to be able to serve a purpose because you're not actually going to be able to show another individual what is going on. You dig what I'm saying? Because you're not aware of what's actually going on yourself. So if you can't show somebody else how to be aware, you know what I mean, then, you know what I mean, you obviously aren't aware yourself. So it just works like that. So to be aware is defined by having knowledge or perception of a situation or a fact. So it has to be certified. Like you gotta be able to put a stamp on it to say you're actually aware of that. Like to say something that if you're a figment of your imagination that you're aware of, you know what I mean, that's kind of like out there. You got to actually be able to have it like a tangible thing or something that other spirits have actually experienced. So if it's not something you can experience, then you're not aware of that. So it's like if it's not an actual fact, then it's not an awareness. So if you don't have the knowledge of it, so like if you don't know of it, you don't know the limits, you're not able to actually measure it, then you're not actually aware of that circumstance. So number one, think of the action of attunement or to attune as having the goal to have clean drinking water in the wild. To attune the water to a boil, to cleanse the water, to make it receptive to the human body and be harmonious instead of harmful. So you think about the water and the reason why you are attuning, you are creating this fire to create this boil to actually cleanse the water to make it receptive to your own body. Have the awareness of the water be clean. You see what I'm saying? Instead of have the bacteria filled water, the bacteria is burned off through the fire, so it's cleansed through a fire baptism, so to speak, in a way. That's kind of like a good way of how to not kind of, but it's a good way of explaining the action of attunement. So it's to create harmonious circumstance. So once the water is caught a boil, then you can let the water cool off and wait till it's cool enough to drink, and then you have hydration. Then you're not going to be dehydrated and pass away. So boom, number two, to utilize awareness to benefit the given circumstance a spirit is in, and the ability to take action and have a harmonious result will let a spirit know one's skill level with the tool of attunement. So how harmonious you're able to make a circumstance no matter the starting point of it. So it's about the finishing point and about the progression of it. So to let you know what level of skill level you actually are at, the echelon that you are, the echelon you have achieved in with the tool of attunement or to attune oneself or something outside of oneself. You dig what I'm saying? Is, you know what I mean, how much you can transform it. So that's really like the whole background of attunement is actually how well you're able to transform it. So like how receptive and how aware are you of what is actually going on within. So that's how you actually are a good attuner. You know what I'm saying? You can tune it up real good. So number 3, one knows how to rectify each participating party. Let me restart. One knows how to rectify each participating party properly, uniquely, to bring harmonious vibrations. So, like I just said earlier, it's all about knowing exactly what the particular party is going through and knowing how to react and respond to that particular party is what is necessary to actually, create a healthy attunement, a harmonious attunement instead of a harmful attunement. So until the given drink company that I be drinking, you dig what I'm saying? Until they give me the sponsorship, they're not gonna be on camera. So get your monies up. The yellow drink. I'm gonna just refer to them as that on the YouTubes from now on. You do the yellow drink. You got to give me a promotion. I mean, paid promotion. You dig what I'm saying? That's the only one I'm gonna do. You dig what I'm saying? Except for like. Shoot, I don't know, maybe like shouts out to like Bro Sanchez and Dolo. You know what I'm saying? When they get big enough to have their own paid promotion, that's like the only other thing that will be on my channel. You know what I'm saying? That we will actually promote. You know what I'm saying? They kind of products. And the yellow drink, the vitamin water. The last time I'm gonna say it, you like Voldemort from me now. You know what I'm saying? And that's the commercial break. That's the commercial break. That's the only promotion you're gonna get until I get the check. So check me out. You dig what I'm saying? The yellow drink, y'all gotta give me the dollars. So yeah. That's number 3. And number 4, attunement should be used in a situation where a spirit seeks compromise. So when you actually want to create compromise, the only time you actually want to use attunement. So like I say, whenever both parties are on the same page, pretty much. I pretty much explained that already. Number 5, use this tool to build a more harmonious circumstance. So the general thing about attunement is like if you're trying to match energies. So like if you're in a relationship and you're like, you know what, I'm very different from this person, but the only reason we're together is because we're very different, and we should attune to each other, and we should actually create this attunement to each other's energies and what we actually feel comfortable with, and have this give and take, and then boom, attunement ends up being a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Because if you attune too much, it can end up being harmonious. It's like you want to have this equilibrium energy pertaining to any tool that you use. So like each tool has its pro and con. So like every tool that I address that on this channel, and then I talk to you all about using, you gotta use it in the correct light. You know what I'm saying? And actually charge it up in the darkness kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? So like whenever you need to keep it in the drawer, you know what I'm saying? Keep that tool in the drawer and not use it. You know what I'm saying? It's not the right circumstance for that tool. Like, for example, you don't want to put a staple whenever you're trying to put 2 boards together. You know what I'm saying? You probably want a drill or something like that. So like you got to use the right tool for the right circumstance, so to speak. So like for example, the staple is just barely holding something together. You dig what I'm saying? So that'd be like, maybe the actual tool of compromise maybe. And so like to build would maybe be like the screw. You dig what I'm saying? To actually like drill it in. You dig what I'm saying? So that'd be like the difference of the tools. So it's like which tool and which actual tool is and material are you gonna utilize to utilize in the circumstance. You know what I'm saying? So that's really what it's all about when you get down to the tools and how you're using your tools. So it's like you could become like a real ninja and have all the tools, have all your ninja tools as well. You know what I'm saying? So like ninjas be having the shurikens, all type of things. So it's like you could be like a carpenter tool guy, or you could be like a guy with like the tools that the gangsters be talking about too. You could be like real Al Capone and all that. You know what I'm saying? Get your MP40s from Germany and all that. You know what I'm saying? Fly to Japan, drive a gun, grip me some guns in our land. You know what I'm saying? Shout outs to AK the Savior. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be in the kamikaze jet like Dolo. You know what I'm just like going to whole different worlds. But it's really like, which tools you got? Like, which is your like geographical location providing type thing. You know what I'm saying? This is kind of this is the energy that you could be seeking. You know what I'm saying? And figuring out which tool is the best for you and best for your circumstances. So yeah, this is just another little episode of the tool belt, spiritual tool belt, and how to attune to the right tool. You know what I'm saying? Attunement is the current tool that I'm speaking on right now. So it's all about to reiterate just one more time. Attunement is the action of becoming aware or receptive.